What's up everyone, Sean here, and welcome to another update for this month, November, and also what we did in October. This is a vlogging series I always do monthly, just to, have you guys, let you guys know what's going on. I guess you can use this to check up on me, I guess, what I've been doing in real life. And yeah, this is it's like a monthly vlog thing that I do sometimes. So there are definitely things to talk about in October. Especially in real life. So although ironically Halloween wasn't one of them, because October is supposed to be like the time for Halloween, get into the spirit and stuff like that. And there were some things that came out that were really cool, I'd like to talk about later on. But yeah, Halloween, get that out of the way first. Didn't really happen much, I guess. I just went to work, did my thing, and came home. Not really much people around on my street, trick-or-treating. So another lackluster Halloween throughout the years, and this is just another one. It used to be really different back when I was a kid. I dressed up in a costume just like anyone else, and there were a lot more people on my street just trick-or-treating, getting a lot of candy, and those are really cool times. You really get to see other people's costumes, stuff like that, to see what they dress up as, what their tastes are, how they do it. It's just really cool. It was a really cool time for Halloween, and it was definitely the best time for Halloween, I think, in my opinion. But throughout the years, it kind of died down significantly. I don't know how it is for other states, but here in California, or at least here in SoCal, it really has died down, in my opinion. Yesterday, in Halloween yesterday, as I record this, nothing really much happened. My neighbor just came over with their kids, and they did their usual trick-or-treating and stuff like that. That's about it. No, not really much else. So we have a pretty good amount of leftover candy still. So the boys will definitely will look forward to the leftover candy once they once they come over here. But anyways, that's always kind of like a little tradition I have. I have like this leftover candy that my friends love to dive in and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's something about Americans with candy. It just kind of really fascinates me for some reason. I used to eat a lot of candy myself too as a kid, but now I can only eat I can only eat so much at a time. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's the sweetness that it really gets to me. I don't know. I'm like I have a very different take on candy comparing to myself as a kid. But yeah, we are definitely back on Halloween. We are definitely living at a different time. There are probably several reasons why kids don't come out to trick-or-treat anymore, whether it's their parents that don't let them do it, probably money, like candy is expensive to even, have or to give out for the kids. Maybe the costumes are expensive. I wouldn't know because I don't buy costumes, so I don't know how much they are, but so it's kind of difficult to kind of pin down what really is the reason why, this even happened in the first place. I don't know, maybe it's because parents are more PC this generation, or these past few generations. I don't know. It could be anything, for all I know. But all I know is that it's definitely a lot more lackluster throughout the years, and I don't know, things maybe will change. Maybe it'll go back to what it was, maybe a few years down the road. But we're definitely living in a different time, and that's the result of it. So Halloween was another lackluster one, just like last year and the year before that, and so on and so forth. So nothing much else happened to me. I always keep myself busy with editing, video games, or whatever else during Halloween. So yeah, that was Halloween, and I definitely have more significant stuff to talk about, like, for example, my job. I finally started working a couple weeks back. Now this is I just finished my 4th week, I think. So my second paycheck is coming soon, so really can't wait for that. So yeah, it definitely, I think we are finishing up the 4th week. So yeah, it's been really cool. First off, for those who haven't kept up or kind of missed out on some updates, I signed up for a job at Amazon's warehouse, one of their warehouses anyway, and it was a pretty long process, I would say. I think I signed up back in spring, and then went to their orientations and the online stuff, like the paperwork, and fill out the I-9, and went all through all the freaking tests and paperwork and stuff like that, like, or drug tests. I wanted to say, and paperwork, all that BS, and took a long time for them to actually get me hired in the first place. And I was expecting to work back in August, but it didn't really happen until now, like October, like of all months. But nonetheless, I was able to start working, which is really cool. For those who are curious, I'm a Prime Now associate at the warehouse in Santa Monica, which is not too far from where I live. It's like 16 miles to get there. Whenever traffic is not too bad, it's like a 20-minute drive or something like that. But whenever it is, it's like an hour at the worst. So basically, I pick out items for customers for their orders and stuff like that, and I put them in the bag and put the shipping sticker on and have it ready to go for the delivery drivers or flex drivers. Ironically, I used to work for Amazon Flex through the phone. It's a little different because this is with Prime Now. What I did was just regular Amazon Prime, where I just deliver the boxes rather than bags. So it's a little different process, but the end result is the same nonetheless. But yeah, I find it a little ironic that I'm now on the other side of that process instead of being the delivery guy and stuff like that. It's been really nice though, because now I can have a much more consistent workflow. I can actually, so that way I can actually have a more consistent income. So that way I can, get the stuff I want and pay off the things I need to pay off. And it's just really nice now. Not to have to worry about it for now, and I think it's really cool. It's just a lot more consistent and less harsh on my car, because I can just get to work and get back to my house, or go to the gym straight there. Really cool. Really cool. So yeah, a lot less mileage now, less gas. So it all comes down. It all winds up being the same as before. The Amazon Flex was like technically $18 an hour, but they don't cover your gas nor anything else really, so they don't really do that. So yeah, you're winding up paying or getting paid $12 an hour anyway, so it's all the same rate. And I think it's a pretty cool trade. And now now everything's pretty consistent. And also I also like put stuff in the bin, scan them, and other small jobs here and there, like sorting out the orders and stuff like that, dispatching. And yeah, it's just really nice to work at a warehouse. The workers are nice, co-workers are really cool to talk to. They're really nice. They'll help you out with anything, especially if you're new. Of course, there's always that one crazy guy, but he's really cool too. He's just really funny to talk to. Yesterday, he wore the ears of Vulcans from Star Trek. No one really commented on it except me. I'm like, oh, nice ears, by the way. And he's like, you're the only one who actually commented in my ears, and I actually had this last year, and no one gave a shit. And then all of a sudden, my manager, happened to walk by, and he's like, oh, you were wearing the ears, like, so now he notices too. And And that's just really funny. It was just a really funny exchange of words. And yeah, because it was Halloween, so people were some people were wearing costumes in the warehouse. It was really kind of cool to look at. But I don't know, it's just a really funny thing. So yeah, the managers are really cool too. My bosses are really, really nice. They're really helpful. So overall, it's a very nice atmosphere. The workplace itself is pretty cool. We even have a PS4 in the break room, and all the amenities and stuff like that. Really cool. And I actually tried candy corn for the very first time yesterday during break, and I gotta say, it's I can kind of see why people hate it, but I'm just like I'm just overall indifferent about it. It just kind of reminds me of a slightly waxy marshmallows, and it's just sugar, and I imagine probably some cornstarch in there, but it kind of just tastes sweet. It has that very kind of that syrup aftertaste that I feel from the marshmallow. It's just sugar basically. So if you like it, I understand. It does have that marshmallow like aftertaste, at least for me anyway. But I can also kind of taste the waxiness a little bit, so I can see why people hate it. But I'm like in the middle, so I'm like whatever about it. I was probably like one or two pieces of candy corn. That's about it. There's just something about candy that I can't really go for anymore. As a kid, when I go trick-or-treating, I always look forward to the candy. But now, as I got older, I didn't really go for candy. So maybe that kind of explains my shape. But yeah, and also I've been hitting the gym, so I'm a little more careful about my diet. So I'm trying to avoid sugar. I'm probably my carbs and protein are still the same level. Well, protein is a little different because I take that whey protein, so much higher levels of protein. But my carbs is still, I would say, the same. I still eat pizza, eat rice, eat bread here and there. But I make sure that the stuff I eat is worth eating for the caloric count. So if I say, if I come across candy, that shit's all sugars. So yeah, not worth the caloric count there. But with peanut butter granola or something like that, which has protein in it, I'll definitely eat that. It's pretty delicious. It's it has a nice texture to it, and especially from Trader Joe's, that's really good. Peanut butter granola, protein granola, it's actually called. So peanut butter protein granola from Trader Joe's, it's really good. I'll definitely give that a recommendation if anyone is looking for like a relatively healthy snack. Of course, always eat in moderation. Don't eat anything too much. Too much protein is bad. Too much soy is even bad. Too much vegetables is bad. And of course, too much junk food is definitely bad for you. That's absolutely a no-no. But anywho, back on to Amazon stuff. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy that I'm able to start working now. I can start, just not have to worry about YouTube that much anymore. Amazon's like my main source of income, and really happy to do that. So, and also the scheduling is really flexible. So if anything comes up, I'll just have to let them know up ahead in advance. Let them know, oh, I have to take this day off, blah blah. I just have to work on Sunday for sure, but otherwise all the other days are considered optional, which is really cool. So yeah, they're not really harsh on those days when it comes to that. I think even Sunday, they might be very understandable. So probably, hopefully it works out with the conventions I would like to go, like Evo and maybe Sony, PlayStation X. But we'll have to see about that. So yeah. Overall, I'm really happy for Amazon to work there as a Prime Now associate. So it's really not that bad. Now, it doesn't feel like slave work or anything like that. I mean, technically we're all slaves, and in the country. But anyways, don't want to get into the whole politic thing too much. But Prime Now, as a Prime Now associate, I think it's a pretty good job to have, especially if you're doing college. But anyways, that's that. And the other significant thing that happened in October was my cousin's wedding. My first cousin's wedding happened. I decided to go there and reestablish my my little connection with my cousin. So that's really cool. So hopefully we can hang out, talk more, and hopefully we can have a fun time. But yeah, the marriage was really cool. We had it like outside at the Pike at Long Beach, and it was really nice. It was a really nice setting. I think my cousin really planned it out well. He probably worked his butt off to get all that stuff happening. And luckily the weather was really nice at the time, because during that same week it was really hot in California. It actually reached over 100 in a lot of places in SoCal. So it really tells you how significantly different the weather was, especially during October. It usually gets hot, kind of, but not really. Definitely not over 100. And winter sets in pretty quickly, but it's been a pretty warm October, I would say, and luckily my cousin's wedding was not one of those days, so yeah, thank goodness for that. And also, yeah, nothing really disastrous happened. I just saw a bunch of like little funny stuff here and there, and it's just a really nice wedding overall. Talked to my cousin a little bit, definitely talked to my uncle and aunt and my other cousin. So that was really cool, really cool to attend to. I was glad I actually went there. I was kind of reluctant at first, like very first when I knew about the wedding, but man, I gave it a shot, and pretty glad I went there for my cousin. So yeah, he was really happy. It was a really happy day, and hopefully I wish a long, happy marriage for my cousin and his wife. So yeah, so that happened as well. So other than that, I've been hitting the gym. I've been trying to keep that up. I think I'm going in today, so trying to definitely keep track of that. And also, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for really the real life stuff, work, my cousin's marriage, and all that stuff. So yeah, I think we can now go down to the YouTube stuff, gaming, all that stuff, and not too much happened on the YouTube channel itself. Fire Emblem Warriors came out, so we did a let's play of that, and we're definitely going to continue doing that. Hopefully we get that the second recording done soon. Anything else? I believe, oh yeah, I released a Battlefront 2 beta about it, and I thought long and hard about Battlefront 2. Like, I was really excited at first. I was like hyped up, like, oh my god, it's got free DLC, it's got this campaign mode, looks really pretty cool. It's got a class system. I was really excited for it, but over time, especially after playing the beta, I came to realize that it's pretty much, it feels like the first Battlefront, but you have a point system now to either get vehicles or the heroes, which is a little nicer, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be the same Battlefront that I had before. And also the loot box system really killed it, and yeah, I think a lot of that killed the excitement, the loot box system. That definitely did that. And also the fact that hearing my friends about their lack of excitement for it now, it's like, yeah, I think I'll skip on that. I'd rather get something like Need for Speed Payback, since it's a little more exciting. Maybe I will do that for Let's Play. I've been talking to the guys about it, but we'll see if that happens. I'll try to red box Battlefront 2 and see if we can do a let's play for the campaign mode only, and I think that would save me a lot more money than actually buying the game itself. I'm sure the game itself will be fun for maybe a couple of weeks, but would it be worth it? I don't know. Probably not for me. So yeah, I actually lost that much excitement for Battlefront 2 now, to the point where I'm not really gonna get anymore. Still getting Call of Duty, funny enough, because everyone, the pals are still, my pals are still wanting to get Call of Duty, so we're definitely gonna play that together, and yeah, we're gonna definitely have some fun times with that, hopefully. I think zombie mode is gonna be really cool too. I think that's been looking really good. So yeah, there's that. And what else came out? Trying to think here. Oh yeah, I came out with a couple of videos about like the loot box and season passes and stuff like that. I had a number of thoughts for this month, and yeah, those videos are really fun to do. So yeah, but you know, top of my head, that's all I can remember from now. So otherwise, it's just the regular stuff. You know, the Let's Plays, some commentary videos, and I think I released my Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite review, I believe, but that might have been back in September. Not too sure, but yeah. But anyways, I think that's it for the YouTube channel for October anyway. For the stuff that comes to mind anyway. So yeah. But games that I got or been playing, definitely been playing Super Mario Odyssey. I've been streaming that. Well, I only streamed it once, but I love to stream again soon. It's a really fun game. Really looks cool. Just really fun, tight controls. And it's just such a perfect Switch game, take it on the go and stuff like that. Along with Mario Kingdom or Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Although I haven't touched that game in a long time, or a while now, because of Mario Odyssey. I haven't touched the Switch either, other than Fire Emblem Warriors. But Super Mario Odyssey, I really think that deserves Game of the Year over Breath of the Wild. If you're talking about Nintendo Games of the Year, I would say Mario Odyssey really takes that. It's such a very vividly colorful game. Not to say that Breath of the Wild doesn't look bad either. I mean, it's colorful to a certain extent, but a lot of it's just like grass. You know, there's a lot of grass and trees. But Mario, you have the city and the water and you know, a whole bunch of other different looking worlds, including the Sand Kingdom, the Lake Kingdom, New Donk City. It's so really cool to look at. I love to look forward to playing it more and more. I heard it's a very short Mario game for what it is, so pretty easy to digest game. But I think really is the controls, the level, and the platforming, and the costumes. The costumes are really cool and fun to get. I got the Dr. Mario costumes from the amiibo. It's really, so glad they put that in the game. I love Dr. Mario for whatever reason. I think Super Smash Bros. had a lot to do with it, but really glad I was able to get that costume. And also, just all the other costumes are really cool. I think the fact that you can dress up Mario is just such a cool thing. And it's really fun to take photos as well. Like it's a pretty interesting take on the whole screenshot thing, because what the game, or what you're doing, is just the game is allowing you to get the angles, but you have to hit the switch button, capture button, to actually capture the screenshot. So the game itself is not going to save your screenshots, it's your system. So it's like now it's like a direct JPEG. What so actually you can do is take that SD card and put in your computer, or you put in a reader, and then you put in your computer, and then just transfer your photos really easily. So that's actually a really cool thing that you can do. If it's like directly in the game, it'll be like a weird game file or some kind of weird picture file, so you can't directly just take that and transfer it to your computer that easily. So I think it's a really, actually overall, a smart thing to do. So you can take all the photos you want and just mass drop them, or mass upload them on Twitter or whatever you want to do with them. It's just really cool. You can just get all those photos at once, really easy. Just, you know, as long as you have that SD card in there. So, and you're careful with it since it's like really tiny. So yeah. But yeah, overall, Mario is such a really fun game. Looks really good on the Switch too. So man, for a little thing like that and the game graphics to look like that, it's just really, really cool. And the controls just good, so good. And the overall gameplay is just fun as well. I love the hat thing and possessing stuff, and you get to even possess the dinosaurs. It's just really cool. It's just such a really good Mario game. Would I say it's the best? Right now, I guess for right now it is, yeah. But once the charm kind of settles down just a bit, we'll have to see how all the other games compare to it. But it's such a fun, cool looking, beautiful Mario game. I think it's definitely up there. Even after its launch, you know, maybe after a year or two, or even 5 or 6, 10, whatever. The charm is so much there. It's you know, it definitely deserves to be one of the top Mario games of all time, really. And it's just something like that you can take on the go. It's just so cool, and it's multiplayer technically. There's 2-player co-op, so if you want, you know, you can play with your kid or something. You can play with your you know, your friend that's at your house or something like that. Really nice feature, and I do really love the whole screenshot thing. The camera mode is really cool. Those are some of the features that I love using in video games, and hopefully maybe Super Smash Bros. Does that same thing. Except that you can actually take videos, so you can like do all these cool camera angles and videos and stuff like that, and probably make some cool, you know, montages with that. But we'll have to see about that. Oh yeah, there is that update that happened with the Switch and using the good old GameCube controller right here. That I actually happen to have on my table right here. But yeah, it's a happy little accident, and I think it's a really cool thing. That's a cool accident if I ever saw one. So yeah, but yeah, anyway, back on Mario. Love Mario Odyssey. I love to stream more, so if you guys want to check that out, the link will be in the description box below. You can check after this video. So yeah. I do stream on Twitch, so if anyone is curious, please do that. I've been also playing Metal Gear 5, Metal Gear Solid 5. It's been really fun. Yesterday I was like playing till 6 in the morning on a Halloween night, and it was just it's really cool. I can definitely see why it was that addicting game that everyone was playing at the time. Really glad I was able to get this for free. I think this is such a good deal. If you guys can get your hands on it. You know, I think the deal is gonna go away soon, so hopefully you guys get that game, and it's a really fun game. It's a really fun time, and it's such a good deal if you have PlayStation Plus. But now in November, I think we have talked about all the games that I've been playing in October. Oh yeah, Overwatch. Forgot to talk about Overwatch, especially with the Halloween thing. I was actually you know, I already got the costume and everything for Zenyatta, so I felt I was set, but I did want to get some other costumes. So you know, I kept playing Junkenstein, and I got Reaper right after Zenyatta's. Funny enough, I think I got lucky on that, but a very generous friend named Zawardo, who happens to be one of the co-podcasters anyway on this channel, was very generous enough to give me 20 bucks, and that pretty much got me all the other costumes that are worth getting, I guess, including McCree's, including Symmetra's, and I even got May's reluctantly, but I got hers nonetheless. Yeah, I think I got all the other costumes that Halloween has to offer, the Halloween event for Overwatch. So yeah, thank you very much, Sawardo, for that. You really did not have to do that, but it was very nice of you, and it definitely was worth the donation, I guess, because it definitely got me everything that it is worth getting, I guess. I really wanted McCree's, but all the other ones were just gravy. So thank you very much for that. You really didn't have to do that, but thank you nonetheless. Okay, now we can go to November. So, all right, now we can go to November. So, right on top of my head, I'm hoping to do something with Need for Speed Payback, but we'll have to see how the guys feel about that. for Let's Play. But otherwise, we'll keep going with Fire Emblem Warriors for sure. Oh, we're trying to go watch Stranger Things Season 2. Really excited for that. Also, I forgot to say, I don't know if I actually talked about it or not, but just to keep it brief, it was a really good Halloween movie, or horror movie, excuse me. And it definitely was appropriate for Halloween, so yeah. If I haven't talked about that already, but anyways, back on to November. Jeez, yeah, October was definitely a really good month, which is everything. You know, we got Stranger Things 2, we got Mario, and all that stuff, and then some announcements too. I would like to talk about maybe in the video, but November, yeah, some Let's Plays. Of course, Thanksgiving is coming up, so I'm actually probably gonna pay a visit to my cousin again, and some family members as well. So, trying to think here. Oh yeah, of course, Call of Duty, as I talked about. We're probably gonna have some online, Let's Go Online videos, probably, most likely. And also, I did get some PUBG or Battlegrounds for those who don't know. I actually got some footage from Hawke, who also appeared on this channel, and he and the buddies were you know, playing some PUBG, and happened to record, so he handed me the footage, so hopefully I can get something out of that. You know, going through all the editing work. So we're probably gonna have some player unknown Battlegrounds on this channel. So yeah, we're gonna have some Battlegrounds stuff actually on this channel, which is really different. But it's actually kind of the game that I wanted to get into once I get the PC. And also, oh yeah, almost forgot to mention about that. Oh yeah, I forgot to almost not talk about the PC that I'm trying to build here. I'm still saving up money for it, but I'm pretty close now, and hopefully I actually have the money by the time gosh, what is it? End of November or early December hits. So hopefully that would happen, and we can get that going with the building and stuff like that. So by the time end of December, I would actually have a working PC, you know, for gaming and streaming. So hopefully, you know, I can get back into the 60 frames per second streaming and stuff like that. I don't know, it used to happen on the Mac really well. The Mac used to do that really well until something happened, like the update, or Mac OS Sierra, or OBS just stopped being optimized for Mac or some reason. I don't know what happened. I really don't know, and it's a real damn shame, because it used to look really good until that happened. So, maybe it might be a sign that I should probably get a PC to actually stream something. Yeah, having an actual gaming PC would be something really new to me, because I've never had one before. Never really had a Windows computer in my house technically. So, yeah, because we all been Macs, because you know I have a family full of musicians and artists. Well, the one artist, which is me. I used to do a lot of that on the Mac, and a lot of video editing and stuff like that. But you know, but the PC will be there just for gaming and streaming. Not really that much else. Oh yeah, and video rendering. Well, that's about it. So yeah, making some real good progress on that. I'll probably make a separate video about my GoFundMe and stuff like that. But I do have a GoFundMe for the PC build, so if anyone feels generous by any means, you know, I'll try to leave a link in the description box below, if I don't forget, of course, for that GoFundMe, if anyone feels like contributing to that, because yeah, that would mean, you know, yeah, like I said, that would mean PC content for this channel. You know, I love to, you know, expand that horizon for this channel. So adding PC games would be really cool, I think, including Battlegrounds. That's something I really wanted to play, because I did play, oh, I forgot to mention, I did play Fortnite, and it's kind of like a little tidbit, like an introduction to Battlegrounds, but of course it is different overall. But it is a little, it's a good game to kind of introduce yourself into Battlegrounds, I guess, because there are some things that are different, like building and stuff like that. It is kind of like Ark in that way, but it does have very similar things with Battlegrounds. But yeah, I would love to go into Battlegrounds once I get that PC. So really excited for it, and hopefully I get into all the other PC games, and maybe see why or what the craze is about having fighting games on the PC, including Tekken and maybe Street Fighter 5 or Marvel Infinite. I don't know. Well, we'll see about that. Really gonna be interesting though. Yeah, to have a PC in my house. So it's kind of the only other hard part is to really know where to put it, because I don't know how big that thing is going to be, and I don't know where it's going to be playing from. Like, I can have it on one of my monitors or my big TV, but the TV has some delay to it, so not significantly, but like, that if you're trying to be like that pro competitive gamer, then yeah, it definitely has some delay to it. But I can definitely play on my Asus monitor, which has really small delays. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see about that. But yeah, I think this month is just gonna be just me getting by. The YouTube channel is just gonna go through the typical stuff, and other than Call of Duty and maybe Need for Speed Payback, but I don't know, we'll see about that. I don't want to make any empty promises. And I do want to play some Gran Turismo Sport. Once I'm done with Mario Odyssey, get back into that one. I haven't actually played sport mode just yet, so yeah, I want to stream that after Mario. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for November, from what I can remember. Not much else for November. I think October was like the biggest month for game releases, so I already got the games I wanted. Call of Duty's already been purchased for sure, and yeah, I think that's about it. Battlefront was the other big game that I was looking forward to, but lost it. I lost that feeling for that game now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fun for the people who actually want to play it online. To each their own. But that loot box system, and yeah, I'll love to red box it for the campaign mode. So maybe that would happen as well, but we'll obviously don't want to make any hard promises or anything like that. We'll see how the guys feel. So we'll see about that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this monthly update for November, and reviewing back on October. October was really exciting for games. It definitely was, and real life had some pretty exciting things or significant things as well, especially from my cousin. But anywho, thank you guys for tuning in for this update. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to hit a thumbs up as always, and like, share, subscribe, whatever, all that stuff. Really helps out as always, and I highly appreciate it. And if you have any comments below, leave them down below as always. That definitely helps as well to get my videos on the algorithm and all that stuff. They like to see activity on the comments as well, I think, for YouTube anyway. But yeah, but nonetheless, just comment if you have anything to say. Maybe if you have any suggestions for videos for the future on this channel. I'd love to see some suggestions in the comments as well. Maybe what I can talk about for the Hawke Talks, or what I can do for the rights and wrongs, or reviewing, or stuff like that. Maybe I should actually go into animes, because I did watch a number of animes back in October as well, including Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, which was really good. But if you want me to talk about stuff like that, let me know in the comment section below, and maybe I'll see what I can do with that. So Again, as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in and continuing to keep up with this channel. Really appreciate that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sean out.